Let's go. Let's get right into it. Big news right here. This guy, forgot his name already.
Did you?
Roiland? Yeah.
Justin Roiland.
Justin Hemorrhoid here. Adult Swim has cut ties with Justin Roiland. Roiland? I just can't take that last name seriously. See right here, this is him chunking the deuce as he's leaving the studio. In the wake of news that the Rick and Morty co-creator was charged with felony domestic abuse in Orange County, Adult Swim has ended its association with Justin Roiland. Even yesterday on the John Campea show, a viewer asked, "Aren't we innocent until proven guilty?" So we got some of those same kind of responses when I was asked the same question, when will he be fired, in regards to the Netflix Wednesday actor possible removal from the show for also being accused of abuse. So the question is, why are people online constantly placing the question innocent until proven guilty in the court of public opinion when it comes to these things? Joe, what do you think about this? Why do people throw that around so fast?
I mean, that's technically true, but I think these big companies are just, they don't really care whether it's true or not. They don't want to be involved in the drama.
Exactly.
They don't want that draw to their name in any way, shape, or form, so they just rather, let's just cut it now.
What about you, Tess? Why do you think people are constantly starting up with, but what about? No.
So I'm a big advocate of innocent until proven guilty. I really am.
I am, me too.
Like truly big advocate of it. I typically even hold my opinions until I get more information, know more facts, and get a better big picture. And because right now we're getting a very small
Well,
slice,
this happened in 2020.
but we're getting a small slice of what is going on
Yeah.
now. Do I think it's smart for a company to cut ties with someone who's got that severe of drama going on, even if he may be innocent? Absolutely, I think that's appropriate.
Exactly.
Because that company has to look at, okay, do we want to take on this person's personal life issues that now has affected our company?
Exactly.
Any business outside of this being a major corporation has that right to look at it like that, because that's their livelihood and that's his private life. His private life now hasn't become private, it's become public, and it's affected the business.
Yeah.
So as a business stance, it's better to cut your ties than wait to see if he's innocent or guilty, because it's affecting your business.
Sing it, cuz. And that's exactly what I said. I said pretty much the same thing in our comment section when we were talking about the Wednesday act.
Yeah.
And I just posed the question, what would the producers of that show are likely to do, or what could they do? Should they cut ties now, since it's early, and not take on, just like you said, the people who are in the comment section here asking that, well, it's innocent until proven guilty, they should do nothing because there's nobody knows what's going on. That works both ways. You don't know if he's being set up, if he's being framed, if he's 100% innocent, and you equally don't know that he's 100% guilty, that he did that shit, and that he's a menace to society. You don't know. What you do know is everybody else around him on the set of Wednesday and the Rick and Morty, whatever it is, Jenna Ortega, all of those actors, the key grips, the director, all the other guys that are involved with production, they didn't do shit. Yep. They are not involved. And guys that get themselves into these things, whether they're innocent or guilty, the other actors, like Tabs, you're on the set of a movie. Your co-star gets into some real hot water abuse of women. When you're about to go on the press junket to promote said movies, what do you think the first question is going to be asked of you?
Not about the movie.
It's going to be about this. And is that fair to you?
Nope.
No.
Absolutely
You didn't do
not.
shit. You
Exactly.
didn't get into a fight. You didn't hit anybody. Joy, what would you do? Like, you're on the set, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, what about your co-work? Do you feel safe around your co-star? Whether he's innocent, it doesn't matter whether." So, how would you feel about being put in that spot, being on set?
I mean, I feel like it's sad, or one word, not necessarily sad, especially if you did it, but that it feels like you're not giving them the opportunity to be innocent until guilty. But this is a business. This is something that's probably going to get dragged out in court for who knows how long, and in that whole time, they have a business to run.
And that's 100%. And there it is. There was the answer. They have the right to say, I ain't got time for that.
It's like on him on a personal level, okay, he's innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
But this is their business, not owned by him. So they got to do what they got to do to.
I think it just really comes down to that his private life is now affecting the business, and that's just not acceptable.
I also said this to another person. I think it was on We Got Your Mail on TikTok. the corporation, the production, it doesn't matter whether it's a movie set or whether it's your own personal job. The employer is paying the actor in this situation to act and to read the lines and act in front of the camera. They did not hire you to take on any and all of your personal stuff. There are certain things that corporations will stand by and be like, we're not going to comment, we're not going to take any sides, we're not going to do this, we're going to wait till it all. There's sometimes when that happens, but they have every right to disassociate themselves when they, especially to, what was the analogy that I used? Right now you have an infected finger, and if I'm being told that this chaos was going to go through into my hand, into my arm, affect my heart and my blood, you got to cut the finger off. Sometimes you just got to cut it off. You got to save the body.
Yep.
So and if it turns out that limb was innocent, I'm sorry,
Or just
but
down a finger, not a whole arm.
I made an executive decision with the information that I had now, and I got to protect the rest of the body.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Jenna Ortega, who's now on a hot streak, and if she feels comfortable, I'm sure the producers are gonna listen. I'm sorry, she's the face of the. I'm sorry, that's business. It's not show friends, it's show business. So that's just how it goes. But let us know what you got. Anything else you have to add to it?
Great.
Let us know what you guys think about that topic. Are you one of the guys that's going to be in my chat room? Proving it hasn't been convicted anything of nothing. I know that. There was another guy on the comic section. I can't believe you guys didn't do your research about Michael Jackson. I'm like, dude, I'm 42 years old. I lived through the whole thing. Just because you're a mega fan, and I love Michael's music too, but when I said what I said, I love his music. I'm not going to let him babysit my children. That's how I felt. I can do two things because I can't risk it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even let your next door neighbor do this stuff. But celebrities get these passes all the time.
Yeah.
The celebrity worshiping gets on my nerves.
There's a whole concept of the art versus the person, or the science versus the person. What's too much? What's too far? It is a tale-old argument. Like one of those things you could debate back and forth for hours on end.
The election was rigged.
And there's always going to be people that are on, like, there's not really going to be much common ground on something that's so sensitive.
Fake news. Okay.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
Act two.
let us know what you guys think about that as we move on to Act 2 of the show. Obviously, the commercials aren't working anymore. Can't even take a pee break. So, this water that I drank, I'm just going to have to sweat it out. All right. Moving into Act 2.
Guys, that's the end of this episode of The Rundown. Remember to like this video, become a subscriber, and share. This really does help us out. And click here or here. Thanks for watching.